Hello everyone, it's Howard here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a new series I'm going to be starting and actually showing you guys what'll be involved. I'm going to be starting a new series where I review comic books and should basically say what kind of audience I suggest them to. I'm a big comic book fan myself. I love comic books, so I thought why not make a series out of it. I have quite a bit. You guys can't see them because they're behind the camera, but there's quite a bit. So I'm just gonna show you guys all the comic books I have, and I'll be making videos on those, reviewing them, and telling you who I suggest them to. So first, we're going to start off with this is the Adventures of Superman series. It's a pretty big series from what I know. This one's Bloodsport. It still has a price on it. There's a price tag on it. It's in the sleeve here. We have a special store here in where I live that they actually sell these old comic books. So yeah, The Adventures of Superman, Bloodsport. This is a 1993 comic. This is number 39. Of course, this is a DC comic. It's Superman. So yeah, and can't really read what that says, but Adventures of Superman, Bloodsport. So let's set those over there. The ones I already looked at. Next, we have the Oz Effect. This is the Oz Effect Part 2. This is a new comic, I'm pretty sure. Fairly new. I can't tell exactly when, but it has a very holographic cover. That's basically, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, the Oz Effect. If you guys don't know, there is a character in DC. I forget who it is, but I remember seeing it in another comic book, Batman New 52. No, it wasn't New 52. Was it New 52? It was one of the Batman comics. And so basically, someone named Oz, I don't know exactly, it's Superman's father, if I remember right, who actually is in a secret hideout, and then Tim, was it Tim? I think Tim Drake was trapped in a place by him and presumed dead. He had to escape. Anyone who knows what I'm talking about, please comment below which one it is. I have another Superman. Yeah, I have a lot of Supermans, by the way. This is another 1993 one, and this is actually number 2. This is the death of Superman. So anyone who loves Superman, any big Superman fans, will probably actually love this one because it's a big comic. That's for sure. If it's the death of Superman, a lot of people must have seen it. Just so you guys know, I haven't actually read all of these. I've read a lot of them, but not all of them. Okay. We just went from the death of Superman to Superman Rebirth. It doesn't. Oh, this is actually in number 1 issue. This is a number 1 too. I don't know when this is made. It doesn't have it here. I had to look inside for the copyright date, but I don't want to take it out of the sleeve right now. Yeah, Superman Rebirth. This is actually in number 1 too. Next, we have a Teen Titans one. You can tell this one is super old because it doesn't have a proper cover. But we have a Teen Titans one. Has some on the front of it. And this is the one. Yeah, you can definitely tell this is the old Teen Titans because it's Robin, Kid Flash. I think that's Wonder Girl and Speedy. If you guys don't know who Speedy is, it's Green Arrow's sidekick who turned into it's Red Arrow basically. Next, we have one I've actually read, which is a Batman one, Detective Comics, which is what they called Batman before he was actually called basically Detective Comics is what they called the Batman comics before they were called Batman comics. This is number 9. Doesn't have a date on it, but this is a series I've read. I've read this entire series, and I actually really like this series. I'll tell you more about it when I review it. I don't want to give too much away before I actually talk about it in its own video. So, yeah. Detective Comics, Mudpack. Now we have Blood Syndicate, Power to Burn. This is another DC one. I have a lot of DC ones. This is number 2. Sometime in May. Doesn't have a date on it. It just says May. And I don't know too much about this one. I haven't read it yet, and it's a DC one, so I might like it. I'm more of a Marvel fan myself, honestly, but I do love DC. DC has really cool heroes. I just like more of the Marvel stories. This is another DC one, Star Spangled War. This is War Story, Star Spangled. Where is it's number 150, and another again. It says May, so I don't know for sure. This just looks like kind of like a Nazi war one, or just some kind of war, like World War or something. Don't know. Haven't read this one either. Next, we have another DC one. This is called The Shadow. This doesn't have a number. It's Shadows in Light Part 5. It's number 5. Not only Part 5, but it's also number 5. I don't know what this one is either. A lot of these DC ones are kind of weird, but like not hero-wise, because DC isn't only heroes. Like back when they were like doing all this comic stuff, they weren't always heroes. They had all this other stuff too. So yeah, this is The Shadow. Shadows in Light Part 5. Next we have another comic. A comic I've actually read. One of a hero I actually like. Shazam: The New Beginning. From the Legends of Fabulous First Issue. This is a 4-part miniseries, it says. I only have this one. I'm gonna assume this is part 1. This is actually number 1 too. This is number 1. So that's my second number 1 I've shown you guys so far. It doesn't have a date on it, so I don't know when. April 87, so 1987. We have Detective Comics Part 4. I have this entire series, by the way. You're out of order, obviously. All the next one's Mud Pack. Okay, yeah, there's another Mud Pack after this one. But yeah, this is the last part in the series. Detective Comics Part 4. This is 607. It doesn't have a date on it. Yeah, this is the last part of the Mud Pack series. Here we have the third part of the Mud Pack series. This is number 606. That looks interesting. I read this entire series, and the first thing I realized when I looked at the cover was the gravestone says R.I.P. Robin, and it shows Robin being taken away. That's part 3 of the Mud Pack. Now this one I haven't read, but it looks very interesting. This is Batman: Legends of the Dark Knight. So it's Batman, but like very, very old style. Destiny 1, Mark Neese, and Bo Hampton. This is number... Where does it say? Number 35. And early August 92, so 1992. We have another Mud Pack here. This is part 2, so this is the last Mud Pack one you guys will see. So Mud Pack 2, number 605. Okay. And yes, I know that looks really weird, but honestly, Mud Pack is one of it's actually a really cool series. Pretty sure you guys can probably guess who it's about, but yeah. Part 2 of Mud Pack. Next, we have the Funeral for a Friend series. Basically, as you can tell, she's holding Superman's cape. Funeral for a Friend, Justice League America. This is number 70, January 93, so 1993. Another good series, Funeral for a Friend. Here we have... I don't really know what this is, but my dad wanted it. Who's Who? Don't know too sure. The reason he wanted it is because it has Flash on the front, and my dad loves Flash. I mean, I guess I'll be reviewing whatever this is, but it has a lot of stuff in it. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing whatever that is. Next we have Aquaman, Sword of Atlantis. This is number 40, year one later. So yeah, just Aquaman. And if you guys can see, it has the shark guy, I forgot his name, the King Shark or something like that. King Shark's in it. Probably gonna involve those two fighting. Oh wait, the year is May 06. If that's 1906, oh my god. Okay. Oh, he's upside down. Okay, cool. This is a Superboy one. Oh, this is New 52 as well. This is number 3. It doesn't have a year on it. We got number 3, Superboy. This is New 52. He's upside down. Have to wait and see why. Also, I filmed me around his head. Next, we have Supergirl. Number. This one doesn't even have a number on it. Probably inside. Supergirl. Superman's in it too, if you look right there. We have another Supergirl. This is actually another number 1. Number 1. Doesn't have a year on it from what I can see. We have another from the pages of Superman. So yeah, we have another Supergirl one. And we have another Supergirl one. Gets Even. Supergirl Gets Even. This is number 4. It's May 1994. And yeah, we have another Supergirl. I'm pretty sure that's the last Supergirl. Next we have Superboy. Again, this is another number 1. Reign of Tomorrow by Kessel Grummet and Hazelwood. And the year is, it doesn't have, okay, February 1994, so same year as Supergirl. Now we have another Superman. This is also a Funeral for a Friend, /8. 1993, this is a number 10. And not much else to say about it besides, yeah. Another Superman. There's gonna be a lot of Supermans because next we have another Superman. This is number 83, November 1993. And has a very, I'm pretty sure this is another Funeral for a Friend. This is the epilogue. It has all the heroes there. Next we have Supergirl again. Now this is also Funeral for a Friend. It has the /2. Supergirl Action Comics. The all-new Metropolis is Marvel. This is 685, January 1993. We have another Superman, Funeral for a Friend, /7. This is a Man of Steel one. Looks like the guy from Ben 10 right there, but it's not. Apparently his name is John. So, Superman, Funeral for a Friend. We have another Superman. This is The Adventures of Superman, the old Superman. You can tell by the hair. This is a number. This is 505, October 1993. So, old Superman. We have The Adventures of Superman. This is 4/24, January 1987. So that's a really old one. Premiere issue, The Adventures Begin, by Marv Wolfman and Jerry Ordway. We have another Superman. Just so you guys know, Superman is not my favorite hero. I'm actually not a big fan of Superman at all. But the place we go to, they always have a lot of Supermans. I have even more Supermans there now. It's a lot of Supermans. This is number 508, The Adventures of Superman. It's About Time, Challengers of the Unknown. By Carl Kessel, Barry Kitson, and Ray McCarthy. This is another Superman. Reign of the Superman. Superman in Action Comics. Has Guard Gardner chooses sides. Guard Gardner is one of the Green Lanterns, by the way. That's him right there. This is number 688. 1993 is when this was made. You have a lot of 1993s, and you have another Superman, and a very interesting one at that. This one's also pretty beat up too, so we have another Superman. Number 57, July 1991. We have another Superman. 154, March 2000. Okay, so this is decently new, which is why you can tell that it's like a lot more better looking. For Truth, for Justice, Forever. Oh, this is a series 205. That's part 2 of the series it's in. We have another Superman, 111. This also looks decently new. This was actually 1996, which is impressive for how good this one looks. And it's, like I said, 111. This does not look like it's part of the series. So, Superman, the reign is over. The trial of Superman, that's Superboy right there. I don't know who that other person is. It's Steel. Pretty sure that's his name, Steel. So, and then Plastic Man is his name, is under him, I think. This is number 107, and the year it's December 1995. Next, we have another Superman, of course. How many Supermans are? Is this entire pile Supermans? I think this entire pile is Supermans. Okay. Another Superman. This is number 138. Meet the Master of Reality. There's a bunch of Supermans there. So, yeah, number 138, September 1998. Next, we have another Superman. This is Return to Krypton. The Wonders of Kryptonotropolis. This is number 167, April 1st. This is April 2001. Okay. Next, we have another Superman. It's just titled Superman 1996, number 112. Another Superman, number 114, 1996. He has his mullet. You have another Superman. This is another of the reign of Supermans. Superman in Action Comics, Total Eradication. This is number 690 and 1993. We have Reign of the Supermen. So this is the Adventures of Superman. This is 502, July 1993. Next we have Reign of Superman. I'm being spammed, guys. There, now my phone's off, and I'm going to finish this for you. Reign of Superman, another Superman one. Things are booming in Coast City. This is number 80, August 1993. I have another Reign of Superman. Superman Back for Good. This is number 82, October 1993. We're ending this pile, which means we're ending the line of Supermans. Superman in Action Comics again. Reign of Superman. This is number 687, June 1993. Born Again. We have another Reign of Superman, Superman in Action Comics. 1993, this is number 689. Who Watches the Superman? It also has Cyborg Superman there. Next, we have Superman. We have another Reign of Superman, Superman in Action Comics. Number 687, June 1993. Next, we have another Superman, Spilled Blood, second cut. This is Superman in Action Comics still. This one looks fairly recent. It's not fairly recent, actually. It's 1993. This is number 694. I don't know anything about what's going on here, but last one in this pile, and another Superman. This is another Reign of Superman. This is The Adventures of Superman. This is number 504 and late June 1993. Now, next one is not Superman. This one is actually Doctor Strange. This one actually features Ghost Rider, Hulk, and Silver Surfer. This is number 50, and this was made in February. It doesn't say the year, it just says February, so. Next, we have another Batman, Batman Confidential. An all-new story arc starts here. Before there was a Joker. So yeah, we have another Batman one finally. This is number 7 in September, and this was September. I don't know if it's wants me to say like 2007 or September 7th. So next we have another Batman, Batman Journey into Night. Out of Fire. This is number 2 and November 2005, so this is fairly recent. That was actually the year I was born. We have another Batman, Death and the Maidens. This is number 2, November 2003, so another fairly recent one. We have another Batman, finally getting into Batman, who is a hero I do like. Oh, this is new. This is a new 52 one. Number 0. Don't know what that means. Guess I got a number 0 comic. Batman Incorporated. Okay. Sorry, I just hit the camera. Okay, next we have Batman Dark Detective. This is number 2. July 2005. You have another Batman. Meet Harold. He's hated, hunted, despised, and he may be Batman's best friend. This is number 485, January 1991. Next, we have Batman Legends of the Dark Knight. It's called Vows, and this is 1992, and does not have a number on it. It just says the date. Next, we have another Legends of the Dark Knight one. This one is called Duel, and this is 1991. Still does not have a number on it, but still. Next, we have one that's not hero at all. I mean, you can consider him one. We have Tarzan. My dad wanted this. So we have Tarzan here. This is August. Doesn't have a date, but it just says August. Cool. So yeah, Tarzan, might review it anyways. Tarzan of the Apes. My dad really likes it. I'll probably review it anyways for content. This gets even weirder because, yeah, it's getting really weird now because now we have Mickey Mouse. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a Mickey Mouse comic until my dad wanted to buy it. This is number 224 and March. Doesn't have a date, it says March. I think this is the last weird one. We have Uncle Scrooge, because my dad loves Disney. And this is number 235, and it's July. It doesn't have a year, just the month. Now we have probably the oldest one, maybe the oldest one. We have Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. And now this is 78. This is number 78, and it was in May. It doesn't have the year, but I can definitely tell that this is one of the oldest comics. I'm pretty sure my dad looked it up before. I just forgot it. So yeah, Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, a really old comic, probably worth a lot. But we get it for pretty cheap. Next, we have Captain America can turn the living legend survivors the most startling transformation of all. And this is the comic that first appeared Falcon. This is the first ever comic to have Falcon in it. So this is Falcon's first ever appearance on anything. This is number 355, and it was July. It doesn't have the year, but yeah. We have another Captain America one. It's just titled 8. Number 26 does not have a year on it. Next, we have Daredevil. The man out of... I can't read what that is because that big guy's blocking it, but yeah. This is number 294, July. Doesn't have a year on it. Daredevil is another one of the heroes I really like. Next, we have X-Force. Number 23 in June. And Domino Triumphant. Next, we have another X-Force. This is Deadpool and Siren Breakout. And this is number... It doesn't have a number on it, or a year. Next, we have X-Factor, which is Nightcrawler's team, if you guys didn't know, if I remember right. This is number 99, and this is in February. It does not have a year or day on it. We have another X-Force. This is 18 January. Also comes with a trading card right there in the back. Next, never mind. That was not Nightcrawler's team. X-Factor is not Nightcrawler's team. Excalibur is Nightcrawler's team, sorry. This is number 73. This was made in January. It does not have a year, of course. But yeah, this is Nightcrawler's team. Yeah, another Excalibur, a lot more animated, if you guys look. The Cross Time Caper. This is number 18. It also made in January. It does not have a year. Now we have an X-Man that has Mysterio. Oh, it's X-Man. Yeah, because that's this guy. Also has Spider-Man in it, if you look right here. Sorry, no, right here. Camera always confuses me. This is number 57. Does not have a year or number. Oh, wait, yeah, it does have a number. I just said number 57. Does not have a year or day on it, though. Next, we have the Silver Surfer Resurrection. This is actually another number 1. This was also made in March. No year on it. Now we have Fantastic Four featuring the Black Panther. This is another number 1. This is also made in March. No year on it as well. Now we have Marvel Comics. This is just called Doom, and it features Dr. Doom. I don't know too much about what this was. I just thought it was interesting. And this is also another number 1. And the last one, This is one that this is my childhood. I loved Thundercats as a kid. So did my dad. My dad's the one that showed me Thundercats. So things look bad for Lino. Then again, things are tough all over. This is number 75. It's August. Does not have a day or a year on it. Okay, well, that is all the comics I have. I'm going to be reviewing those for videos. I really hope you guys enjoyed the new series I'll be doing. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.